DC and HBO Max decided to release a teaser trailer for Lanterns on the 5th of March 2026. Funny enough, the trailer was supposed to be released the following day, but an online leak of the trailer forced the people at DC to release it early. But the early release has not created a positive buzz around the TV show. In fact, the teaser has done more harm than good. But the entire backlash seems to be very pointless and wrong to me in so many levels. We'll look at the top 3 criticisms received by this trailer and discuss how each criticism is pretty meaningless. DC fans have been very adamant that the TV show lacks any green. Some have even speculated that the studio is afraid to embrace the Green Lantern powers due to past horrific failures. And I honestly don't see the point here. First of all, they would not have announced a Lanterns project in the first place if they were going to shy away from the Green Lantern powers. If they had any fear of repeating the exact same consequences of the 2011 Ryan Reynolds movie, they could have easily done what the studio has been doing for the past 15 years and not show Green Lantern in any shape or form of media. Just like the former DCEU, they could have avoided incorporating Green Lanterns to the franchise. But James Gunn probably knew that Green Lanterns are essential for the DCU. That is why he decided to include an entire 8-episode TV show for the characters. Sure, the trailer does not show much of powers, but does that mean the actual show is not going to show any Green Lantern powers? No, not at all. This was a 2.5-minute teaser trailer for a show that has probably 8 40-minute episodes. There's only so much that you can cram into a 2-minute long video for a TV show, for crying out loud. The creators of the trailer decided not to use any Green Lantern powers footage in the trailer. Well, was that a good decision? Well, yes and no. Probably in the next trailer they would fully show the Lantern's powers used in this TV show. If they do that, they might surprise the entire fanbase and create a huge positive buzz around the show. And if they don't do that and stick to the greenless aesthetic, then I don't think people will bother to watch this thing. So it basically depends on what they'll do next. But as of right now, the lack of green is a rather pointless criticism for the show, but a valid criticism for the trailer. Now, the funny thing is, when I saw this trailer for the first time, I thought that this suit was good because I saw that most of the suit was green and it was fine for me. But then I saw that my Twitter was bombarded with posts saying, "Why is that suit brown?" So then I rewatched the trailer and still saw a mostly green suit. And I was like, what is going on? Then I remembered I was colorblind. I asked my mother and she said that it was brown as well. So yeah, it's a brown suit. Now, I would never be able to actually see how brown and off looking the suit is. So disclaimer, this segment of the video is solely based on my imagination of the color of the suit. Now, if it's brown, there's only one plausible explanation, right? The suit is probably war-torn, tired, and completely covered with dust. I don't think they've lost their minds and gone out of their way to make a Green Lantern suit brown. Besides the color though, the actual design of the suit has also got some backlash. I don't really see any issue with it though. Sure, it's not the classic suit, I agree, but we've known for quite a while that the suit of the Lanterns are quite possibly similar to the Earth 1 suits. This was the same image used by James Gunn in his initial announcement video, by the way. So the suit is not that bad on its own. Also, on a side note, there seems to be more Green Lantern suits in that closet, right? And I wonder whether they are all in the same or different. Now, this is the criticism that really took me by surprise. And a good number of people online seem to dislike the fact that these lanterns are investigating a mystery on Earth. Why? Well, because they're space cops. And I'm like, yes, they're space cops. And their job is to protect the Earth. It's their job to look into supernatural stuff happening on Earth. That's what they're doing in Nebraska. This is no ordinary murder mystery. If it was an ordinary murder mystery, the Green Lanterns would not have been involved, right? Plus, this was the premise for this show for ages. Why is it being criticized now? Also, some other people have criticized that there is no green aura when Hal Jordan flies. even though there was no such thing when Guy Gardner flied in Superman. That is where people should have noticed the lack of green aura when a Green Lantern flies. If they suddenly did it here, it would lack consistency. If they did not give green aura to Guy Gardner in Superman, they cannot give green aura to Hal Jordan in Lanterns. My main concern in that shot is the poor CGI, which I assume will be enhanced in the final product. Others have noticed that the suit does not come out of his ring, and I understand the disappointment here, and I know that we are used to that classic emerging of the suit from the ring. But again, that was clearly understood with Guy Gardner in Superman. He was wearing a Lord Tech suit instead of his usual suit in the comics. Good half of Lord Tech Industries for the which clearly shows that the Green Lanterns in the DCU does not have a official uniform and they can change clothes even though they're wearing the ring. Again, this is another criticism that belongs elsewhere. All in all, the backlash against the Lantern show is pretty pointless. Sure, the trailer is not the best thing in the world, but just because the trailer is trash does not mean the entire show is trash. The trailer isn't even trash in this case. The trailer has shied away from showcasing the true Green Lantern powers, but going from the ones we did see in Superman, I do not think that the show is going to disappoint us. In addition, a true detective style narrative gives the dignity back to the Green Lanterns after the damage done by the atrocious 2011 movie. Thanks to the show's slightly grounded nature, I think a lot of casual viewers are going to enjoy this TV show. Only time will tell. Lanterns will be released in August, and when it does get released, expect a detailed review of the show on the channel. As always, Mr. Movie Man signing out. What did you think about the teaser trailer? Do you agree, partially agree, or think that I'm full of shit? Make sure to tell me in the comments below. Also, if you agree with me, leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already.